You can make buy or make different chainmail rings. You can buy rings for fairly cheap, but they're usually tiny, so you're going to be there forever. I bought electric fence wire, any kind of simple wire, and then cut it out to make individual rings. One thing that I just learned the other day, I took a piece of steel wool and I unraveled it, and it's a long tube, so I could make like armor, like sleeves out of just steel wool. And it needed to be copper colored. You can get the copper colored steel wool, and I don't know how it takes with paint, but I mean, I can't see why you couldn't just cut that open if you needed something lightweight and you're not worried too much about the look of it looking like real. So the best thing for chainmail is to make chainmail.
Moral of the story: you can't sew it, modify it.
Yes. You can't sew it, modify it, or make it out of duct tape.
Questions they get when they make that is, where do you get your cardboard? It's like it's a box. Like, you just go buy something on Amazon and get a box. Like, people don't realize that just any kind of cardboard. It's not special cosplay cardboard. It's just cardboard.
So I am an effects artist, kind of. This was like 5 years ago, and I was like, you know what? I have an afternoon free, and I really want to dress up as a nurse, so I'm gonna make a full headed latex mask. It's gonna be fine. I'm all by myself. It's totally gonna be fine. So instead of doing a reasonable thing like getting a wig head and making up a wig head, I put a plastic bag over my hair and I wrapped bandages around my head covered in liquid latex and sat there and watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer for hours and hours and hours. And I was like, all right, time to take it off. I didn't realize that I hadn't cut it or given myself any way to take it off of my head. And so I had to wait for another couple of hours until my roommate got home from work so that she could then cut it off of my head. So, moral of the story, don't just wrap your head in latex without a plan.
So yeah, I find EVA foam works really well because you can use a heat gun, you can use a torch. We talked to some people in the last panel we did. The person uses the top of their stove, like the gas burner, to bend their, I was gonna say, don't, I wouldn't do that though.
Or your hair dryer.
A high-end, yeah, hair dryer. It might take longer, but yeah, heat guns are cheap. You could use, like I said, you could sit there with like a match, something like that to heat it up.
Don't be afraid of prosthetics. They're so easy. You just glue stuff to your skin. Don't be afraid to practice it. And if you go to a Halloween store and you're like, oh hey, this weird broken arm looks pretty cool, and it's $5, buy it. You never know when you're gonna need it. You can also use things like toilet paper or Q-tips or base celery. You can use celery or asparagus. I wouldn't recommend putting things that are gonna fall apart like that on your body. You can use it, but just be careful you don't attract mice or something. Also, you can make your own blood super easily. Like, the old standard is corn syrup, chocolate syrup, and food coloring. It might sting your skin a little bit because of all the food coloring, so if you're worried about other ingredients, you can add to it. But it's a lot cheaper than paying $30 for a gallon of blood.
Be careful though, because sometimes you leave a container of fake blood that you made underneath your car at a convention and people steal it.
Who steals a bag of blood?
We're doing this now because we're trying to figure out if we took it. We had like a big gulp cup full of blood we made in the parking lot for, I think, at Monster Mania Con for Shaun of the Dead. And yes, we came back and somebody took it.